With you on 560 WQAM.
Tobin,
Yes, sir.
it has been brought to my attention,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody on Twitch said for Tobin to make me a bicycle clown, you have to address the Damian Lillard tweet.
But here's the thing, dude.
You are the one that started this.
But task at hand. Task at hand. I can't go whale watching right now.
We've already done it. We've taken care of task at hand. We've moved on to the Panthers. We got a couple of extra minutes here. We talked to Mike. We set the tone for Sunday, right? We played all the interviews. So make me a bicycle clown. You got it close. Stop acting like you got to look for it. You fraud. You got it close. You probably got a printout. Do it. There you go. He's back, baby. He's back.
So somebody tweeted out.
Oh, yeah.
Muting all of you that are undervaluing the Blazers' number 3 pick and insisting on trading Dame. What's wrong with all of you? You think we suffered this long to go out like that? Goodbye. To which Damian Lillard comment tweeted and said, if the fans want to trade me, start the petition and send it in. Shrug emoji.
Basically, you want me to translate that from a player's perspective?
Sure.
Go ahead and sign that paperwork, you idiots. You don't realize what I've done for you. You don't realize that of all the players of my stature, most would not even be here at this moment. They would have went somewhere else, and I stayed with your bum asses, and this is how you treat me? Sign the petition and get me out of here then.
I don't even know. Can it work like that? Are you allowed to just sign a petition and Damian Lillard gets to go? I wish it would work like that because I would start that petition.
Wait, I'm going to tell you right now.
I'll start that petition.
You better hope Dame Lillard don't get pissed off and say, I want out.
I kind of stand with Tobin. Much ado about nothing right there.
It's not nothing. It's task at hand. We're in the Eastern Conference Finals. I can't whale watch right now.
There's more important things than
Damian Lillard right now.
Here's what happens, Tobes. Here's what happens. We had some things to straighten out in the first hour, right?
Yep.
We got Mike to come in, and for reasons I can't explain, now he's yelling Leroy.
Yeah. Well, no, you know why. You know
why. And then we moved on to the Panthers. Okay. Now, we've got some free time here. We got a little time to play.
We got Goosies, no Goosies coming up.
Yeah, we got some time to play with. So I'm just playing the hits. Somebody brought it up in the Twitch chat. You know, I go back and forth in the Twitch chat.
Mm-hmm.
And so I brought it to your attention. But I will say this. For somebody who was task at hand, you sure as hell had that tweet really close.
Then somebody says, LOL.
Wait, we just gonna gloss over. We just gonna gloss over how you got that tweet ready in like 2 seconds.
I mean, just, fell into my lap.
So
we got a newsplex here.
You had it in the shuffle.
Look, of course I would love Damian Lillard to be on the Heat. I love Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard is one of my favorite non-Heat players in the league, and he's very close with Bam, and obviously it would be awesome to have Damian Lillard. That being said, Kyle Lowry's my guy. That's that's my point guard right now. Low Dog.
You are terrible.
Low Dog is my guy, and that guy's cooking for us right now. I'm not going to be flirting out here with game time. I got my guy Low Dog.
By the way, not for nothing, my man Low Dog, because when it's funny, man, because we got two guys that I don't think nobody realizes they can make threes.
Mm-hmm.
But when they shoot them, they always seem to go in at those crucial times. And Lowry's one of those guys.
Part of a champion. That's why you want him here. That's what Kyle Lowry brings to the table.
Stop.
RB, listen, you don't have to say 3 weeks ago I would have had Lowry in a Blazers jersey. It's not true.
You would stop lying. You would.
That's my guy. I love Kyle Lowry.
You would have. Stop.
Can I hear from Kyle Lowry after the game last night? Kyle Lowry was on TNT.
You were the worst.
No, that's my guy. I've always loved Kyle Lowry. Low dog. That's
Of what's been said going into this about Las Vegas odds and on and on and on and your team basically an afterthought. Kyle, that's not disrespect. That's just the perception
Kind of
from
is
all
disrespect.
these. Well, these guys have this chance of winning the championship. Miami's got this. How aware are you of that, and what kind of fuel does that add?
I think we're aware of it, but we don't care. And that's just how we've been operating, this whole playoff run. I know we're an eighth seed, but we're not the typical eighth seed. We really don't care. We go out here and we do our jobs and we're prepared. Coach prepares us, the players prepare ourselves, and we get shots up and we just work. That's the one thing about our culture is we just work no matter what.
Oh, I like Kyle Lowry saying that he's in the culture because that's not always been Kyle Lowry's thing to embrace the Heat culture. He's like, I got my own culture. Now he's on the Heat culture.
You notice we've had now 2 people answer to the national media question, and they all came back with the same answer. We don't care.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they're lying. That's what you publicly have to say. Because here's the real.
Are you calling Kyle and Jimmy liars?
Yes. Yes. Because when Jimmy Butler walks off the court and he's screaming down the tunnel and we're waiting in the media room loud enough for us all to hear, best player in the world.
What does that have to do with anything, though? That's a different conversation.
Oh, dude, because everybody knows. He knows he's being slighted. Everybody knows he's being slighted. These guys have rabbit ears. They
what about
hear,
last year?
know
What about
everything.
last year, Tobias Harris over me?
Tobias Harris over me? Over me?
Of course. Listen, there is a level of pettiness that every athlete plays with, right? But that has to do with his own personal situation, who was picked over you, who, things like that.
Of course.
If somebody says you're going to win or lose, that does not bother you. Because that guy doesn't have any impact on your preparation.
Well, I think, here's what I think.
You do.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
think, I believe Jimmy when he says, well, what does it matter? You guys didn't believe in us anyway. Why would we start caring? That I definitely believe.
Right.
You don't pick us.
Yes.
Why would we care?
Right.
What does it matter? Nobody believes it. We believe in us. That I do believe. But the idea that nobody's woken up yet, all right, well, we'll keep waking up. Well, you guys keep hitting the snooze button.
And I said this before the Buck series, is that you're asking me to have faith in something I haven't seen for the last 6 months.
Yep.
And I told you I couldn't do it. Right.
But now,
right after 2 series, after beating the Bucks in 5, beating New York in 6, right? You at some point, even I had to acknowledge that these are what these guys are doing right now. And that's the only thing that pisses me off about what people say about the Heat. You can say what you want and what you thought before the first series. I would understand that. I understand what everybody was saying, because based on what you have seen and based on the way Milwaukee was playing, yeah, you could go there. But after they just demolished the Bucks and had a pretty easy go at it with the Knicks, you can no longer use that. You have to at least be honest about what you've seen. And that's the only thing I have a problem. Look, you can be wrong. It's okay to predict something and be wrong. But the fact that you're going to keep fighting this all the way while this team is moving up through and has a chance to go to the finals, now you're just being wrong.
Damian Lillard also went on to say, because somebody responded to his response and said, LOL, you ain't low. You want to leave, but trying to get the fans to push you out. To Damian Lillard, he said, I've been on the same time for over a decade, LOL. I'm just saying, if people got different wishes, to which I respond and say,
make a stink.
No, I'm not. What I say to Dame is, Well, that's a shame because I got my guy Kyle Lowry. You know, Kyle Lowry is my point guard right now. Low dog. Jimmy Butler's best friend, BFF. And, you know, he is just the greatest. And I am so happy with this team. And I'm not interested in any whales or whale watching.
Kyle Lowry's the greatest?
Oh, the greatest, dude. I mean, just the best.
Mark
LeBron.
I know.
Always
I just mean, you know, like, I just love what he's bringing to the table.
Hey.
Championship pedigree. Damian Lillard doesn't have that.
You know what this is, Dan Day? This is
The greatest.
exactly what Mike McCullough was talking about.
What?
Like, guys don't want to just admit that they're wrong, so they find other methods of moving the bar.
No. I have admitted my crimes on Kyle Lowry. No, I have. You know, I one time said I never wanted to trade more on Dragic for him, but that is my guy.
Just
I mean,
qualify the greatest. You just mean
I mean, just currently he's the greatest Heat point guard currently on the team.
and what he does. Okay, yeah,
And he's the man. And I don't want to talk about other point guards right now. Task at hand.
You are, dude.
7
Do
wins
you
to a-
understand? Do you
7 wins to a
understand?
championship.
Just as maturing.
Oh,
No, I do
stop
respect.
it,
You're in
J-Fake,
the moment.
stop
He's
it.
in the moment. I
Hey,
respect being in the moment.
Do you understand why sometimes doing a show with you could be so difficult?
Somebody says that Tobin is a professional cap artist. I've never been referred to as that. Do I cap?
Yes.
That's
you do.
that's what the kids say.
That's what you do.
The kids.
I never thought of myself as a cap
What do
artist.
dude? What do you? The kids.
Yeah, the
How
kid.
old do you think you are? You're still a kid.
Yeah. I mean, I'm older than Missoula.
Didn't you say about like 1 or 2 years?
Yeah, I got a couple of years on Missoula.
Really?
Missoula
So
thinks
while you were carrying kegs, he was an assistant coach.
Missoula thinks that this is like the all.
Your paths and careers have been totally different.
Yeah, I agree. When he was a grad assistant, I was at WBRY on Barry University's campus. You know, samesies.
WBRY.
Stealing kegs.
Stealing kegs. That's right.
We play our favorite Thursday game coming on up. A little Goosies. It's that time, Leroy, on a Thursday. We play a little Goosies. No Goosies. J-Fig, what do you have for us today?
All right, guys. Let's see.
Goose.
Number 1. Jalen Ramsey's tweet on the Heat.
Jalen Ramsey, who kept Scott Foster in check, had a tweet about the Heat.
He did.
What did he have to say?
Here it is.
Jalen Ramsey tweeted out, Miami dub, I love it. And at this point, Jimmy Butler, you are now part of the secondary with the Miami Dolphins come September. Wow. That's Goosies, dude. I mean, that's Goosies right there. And Jalen Ramsey. We got a lot of sports harmony going on down here, and I like it, Leroy. I like it a lot.
You know what's contagious? Winning.
Does that give you the Goosies, though?
Sure.
He needs to read it again.
Why
Did
are you
say sure?
Reluctant Goosies? What is that?
Because I think what Jalen is doing is more of an acknowledgement of Jimmy's greatness.
Yeah.
And he does it by saying that. But that's just his way of giving it.
I just want to know, listen, Jalen, I know you were very close with LeBron James. If this comes down to a Heat Lakers finals, you know who you're sticking with, okay? None of this Lakers nonsense. Just so we're clear.
Man,
I don't care about friendship.
What are you doing?
You're a Dolphin now. Dan Day, what about you? Did Jalen Ramsey's tweet give you the Goosies?
No, I don't have the Goosies. I've got.
Goosies galore.
Oh.
Hey,
I like the love. I like the camaraderie.
Can I ask you why every time we get a new person to play with the buttons, they always find their favorite and they just mash it?
Fire away, dude.
Fire
I'm all for it.
away.
No, I really mean that. What are you talking about? I'm not trying to play anything. If I want to play things, I'll play things on the weekends when I'm sitting there doing sports day. I'm just telling you, I love it.
Got sports day this weekend. Got day and night tonight. Dan Day. They're making him work 24 hours.
I really
Hey.
am excited about that. I think
Hey,
that's
can
awesome.
I just tell you, Dan Day, you're looking at the old you. He used to produce a show in the morning and then do a show.
Yep.
So he
Yep.
worked all
Neo
day
Tobin.
too.
Neo Tobin.
J-Fig, what about you? Does Jalen Ramsey's tweet give you the Goosies?
But of course it does, Brendan.
Wow.
Goosies.
Brendan.
Jennifer. What's number 2?
Kevin Harlan's call on Jimmy Butler's three-pointer.
We have Kevin Harlan last night, the call on TNT. Jimmy Butler hits that wild-ass 3 at the end of the shot clock to really just stick it in the Celtics to end it. This was the great Kevin Harlan last night on Turner Sports. Big-time bucket. It's just got it going. Although it was weird what Reggie Miller was doing yesterday, because he was like, he said his palms were sweaty because of the effort. But it didn't sound like he said palms. Anyway, here's Kevin Harlan.
Adebayo mashing his way into Horford. Shot clock at 3. Butler with Brogdon on him. It's a long 3. And good. Jimmy freaking Butler puts it in. Woo!
Oh my!
That's Goosies galore.
Yeah.
Goosies galore.
Hey.
It has to be agreed that is Goosies.
That's a
galore.
Goosies sweep. Everybody, we can all agree on everybody's got Goosies
Oh
galore.
yeah.
Dan, you got Goosies?
Goosies galore.
I'll say Goosies. I mean, yeah.
What?
I do like the Ric Flair. Woo!
I like it. He's the
Yeah.
best. I don't understand how he's not number 1 for everybody's net for everybody. Like every time he calls something, it's just he's money. Nobody captures I think the excitement nationally like Kevin Harlan.
Any sport.
Yeah. And he does football, he does he could do anything. Really great. What's number 3, J-Fig?
This is a good one. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Boston Celtics fans' tears.
Oh, we haven't checked in with our sister station. We're not.
What's wrong with you? You're usually on top of that.
I know we haven't checked in yet with our
Saved it
sister
for this
station
segment.
for their tears. But let's check in with WEEI this morning and hear what the Boston fan is saying about that game 1 loss.
This is Michael from South Boston. What's up, Michael?
I got to call total BS on Wiggy. If Tatum's afraid to step up because Ahmad is smart, then he's not the man, and he never will be. This team needs a leader. They don't have it. How do
but
they go
Michael,
forward? How do they win?
I think, Michael, you're missing the point. When
No, you said he was afraid.
right. So there are
And that
guys.
he's
You
not
said-
a
you
leader.
said it,
It
Wiggy.
has nothing to do with him not being a leader. It's you want to be a leader, but every time you want to go about that route, somebody's inserting themselves who the organization has said is the heartbeat of the team.
The heartbeat, Marcus Smart beat.
Wait, I don't understand. No leader of the team. What were they saying after game 7 when Tatum had 51?
Well, that didn't matter because that was round 2. So now he's not a leader because he took no shots there in the 4th quarter.
That's what I try to fight fans about. You can't be like, if you're a fan of the team, you can't be all willy-nilly with, you can't go from he's a bum to he's great in one game. Nor can you go the other way. He's great, should have been MVP till he can't be a leader.
Right,
He's
that's
not
what-
the guy. You
that's
can't do that
flip-flopping.
in one game.
No, he's the heartbeat, and Tatum, he's not a leader.
It's so sad that I listen to these and I hear your voice in the background.
Yes.
The
The other thing is that the best player isn't always the leader.
it's not, but I tell you, Leroy, that was the thing that stood out to me yesterday with Malcolm Brogdon. Even Ron Rothstein brought this up today on Joe. He's like, Al Horford had to stop practice yesterday for an Eastern Conference Finals, tune-up. He goes, that stood out to me. And the couple things that stand out to me. One, why is it Al Horford? Like, he's what, the 5th most important Celtic?
Again, you missed my point, right? Because guess what? UD plays a couple of minutes a year the last couple of years, but he's considered the leader.
But he doesn't have to be because Jimmy is.
No, but I'm just, if there's a practice that's not up to the standards, and you heard a story of UD saying something, nobody would be offended.
No, but here's the thing. That never would happen with the Jimmy Butler team. Not with Jimmy's team.
You wouldn't hear about it.
You're
wouldn't
right.
hear
That's
Right.
another thing. The fact that
That's
got
the
out.
other- That's the
other
most
thing.
important thing. You
Loose
wouldn't hear about it.
Old loose lips Malcolm Brogdon, who's out here chirping like a bird. By the way, really out tough the Heat yesterday, Malcolm Brogdon. Good call.
Hey, you know what's funny?
Mhm.
That's the first thing I thought about.
Really, was it?
was I'm watching that game and I'm like, y'all ain't gonna beat this intensity.
Nope.
Because there's a level of hunger in some of these guys that are playing with the Heat that you could never have.
I want Tatum to have hunger. Anyway, I got Goosies from that, just getting a roundabout way. Goosies from sad Celtics fans always will give me Goosies. Leroy?
I don't have the Goosies, but I do get the warm and fuzzies when the fan base turns on their team after one game. After you just played in a 7-game and a 6-game series, you're acting like this after one game in the Eastern Conference Finals.
I got the warm and fuzzies.
Yep.
Dan Day, you get the Goosies from Sad Sully up there in Boston?
Absolutely not, man. That's embarrassing. Because after Game 7, he was sitting there. This is our guy. He's the greatest player in the NBA.
Right, exactly.
Larry Bird.
Exactly. And you know what? If there's anything that me and Tobin fight about, it's that same point right there. How you are so willing to give TTL without knowing the whole situation. Or without
that's not the same, dude. I mean, I didn't do that to Barkov on just a whim.
Hold on. Were you rats off a ship with Kyle Lowry?
No. Rats off a ship is very strong.
Hey, we need a sounder by Mike Biamani that goes, "You're a liar."
I think we actually do. I think I got a -1. I think we have one that says for lying.
Yeah, come on, dude. You were so off the ship.
No, dude, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
Oh my goodness.
I was always team Kyle Lowry. I was very surprised. Oh wow. I thought that for sure. Oh no. I thought for sure that by this time last year, I thought that he was going to be, really tuning it up for this time of the year,
Hey, man, in the last year and a half, my man's been through some stuff, including injuries, right? You didn't cut him no break.
I didn't know he was as hurt as he was.
But that's my point.
There was some other.
That's my point. You are making my point for me. You are so quick to jump the gun. You don't have all the facts. You are expected to have the facts more than anybody else.
Yeah, but they didn't say the facts until he got back.
Then you wait.
Either way, that's my guy. I'm happy he's back.
Stop
I'm just saying.
For lying.
Do you have
He don't want you as his guy.
I don't think that's true. I think I'm cool with Kyle Lowry.
You got Bob. Bob is the only one that wants you, and you.
That's not true.
Really?
I'm very.
Nobody else on the Panthers will interview with you. Just Bob.
That's
and
not
what
true.
they're saying? They're getting together. They're from all countries all over the world, and they're looking at like, anybody want to go on with Tobin? No, he's the mush. Right? They all have got together and Claire and say, you know what? Ask Duclair if you want to come on with me.
Mr. Grips is putting on the old quote that Kyle Lowry did say one time where he goes, "I don't give two bleeps about who Tobin is."
We can look at the 3-point disparity.
Mm-hmm.
And we've done it all year with the Heat, but they found other ways to get it done.
That's it exactly, dude. Like that was what Milwaukee was going to do. They shot the lights out. Then you got into a rough and tumble series with New York, and all that hustle stuff. They out-hustled them. They got them in all those margin plays. And guess what? The MO on Boston coming in, elite offense, can't be stopped, shooters galore. What happened?
Right.
What happened? Like this is
So
they always say
these. By the way, these aren't analytical statements. These are facts.
This is why you never see
however you want to look at it, what we're saying about the Heat right now is factual. We've had now 9 games and 82 games before that to look at this team and understand and take it from us. When you've gone through the frustration that you've gone through this year, including the damn coach who says, like, we may not win, but you're going to be entertained.
Oh my God! You
Which
remember when he
means-
was doing that?
Which means that he was miserable.
He was
And
like,
he looked miserable for a whole season.
he'd come onto that podium and he'd just be like, "Heat Nation, getting your money's worth."
Right.
It'd be in a dogfight with the Spurs.
Right.
But listen,
But
Leroy,
that's my point. Like,
the thing is, this is why the fly never sees the chameleon coming.
what?
Exactly.
Wait, -1 because we don't even have chameleons down here.
No, dude. First of
And-
all, we do, and second of all, the
And
reason
my dog has been trying to catch a fly for all of his existence.
well, Zeus isn't a chameleon, and the reason the fly never sees the chameleon coming is because it always can adjust. That's the key to it. The heat is the
Dan-
chameleon.
Dan, welcome to my world.
What do you? Why, dude? What's
Welcome to
dude,
welcome
that-
to my world.
That's
You,
insane.
you know, usually when he says something ridiculous like this, you know what precedes it? Hear me out. Which I know something crazy's coming.
Why am I getting hit with a -1? That's ridiculous.
Minus
Ricardo?
1.
I'm gonna let that one slide with you.
It's not the worst thing you've said,
What?
but the analogy sucks.
How does it suck? The team is a chameleon. They will adapt to their surroundings, and the fly never sees it coming.
Chameleons eat flies?
Yeah, dude. I mean, with that tongue, you never seen them in action.
I mean, so they're frogs?
Just failing to get the connection.
Oh,
It's-
dude.
Well, it's like you
Check this
blend
out.
into the background, and
You
that's
know what
how
I've
get 'em,
done?
dude.
You know what I've done for all my creatures?
Hmm?
When I clean my pool, I take the net and scoop all the bugs, and then I just put the little net on the side of the pool. I get the little curly tail lizards. I get frogs at night. They just come and eat out of the thing. It's like smorgasbord. They just, hey guys, free food.
Dude, but like like the
No,
like
no,
blended
don't try.
background.
Hey, listen, don't try. Here's where you go wrong. We've already said we don't like it. You've gotten a -1. You're gonna keep trying to force it. Don't
Not only
force it.
Not only the heat like a chameleon, but they're like chameleon air because they see them rolling.
Okay, that's a -1.
-1.
I let you slide earlier. You need to
-1.
stop it.
See why you gotta stop.
-1.
You gotta squash it right away, Dan, because he's gonna keep adding to it. And now we're talking about chameleon air. See,
Chameleonaire.
yes.
He was gonna go there.
See
You
him
knew he was
rolling.
gonna go somewhere else. That's why you squash it.
You would agree though they are hating. While the Heat are patrolling.
Trying to catch them while they're dirty.
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
Who's riding dirty though?
Right now, the Celtics pants. Oh man, we'll take a quick break. 15 minutes of Heat is next.